It's turning around for me. It won't always
And part two.
be like this.
I was telling you how in 2023, I lost my money. I lost the man I thought I was supposed to be with, my father, all this stuff. 3 years later, going through all of that literally stripped me of my savings. I remember standing in the bank trying to get the money up to bury my father. I'm standing in the bank and I told the teller, I said, just give me all of it except for this amount, because I need that amount to cover the bills for this month, and I'll figure the rest out. Just give me everything. Give me all the money except for that. And I had tears in my eyes, and she said, okay. And so I get to the funeral home to pay for my father's funeral, and I think I might have been like a few $1,000s short. And my dad worked at a cemetery. He worked at the cemetery for 10 years. They had already given me a funeral plot for free. They were like, you can have this for free and the vault, which, you know, that's good thousands of dollars. So I saved some money. And I got to the funeral home and I walked in, and I just hate not having what I need in any case. So I get to the funeral home and I walk in and I tell him, and I said, this is all I have right now. And my uncle's sending me some money. But I will get it to you if I can. And he was just like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, sit down. Da, da, da. So we started doing the paperwork, and he looks at my father's information. He sees my grandfather's name, and he says, your grandfather was Mako Logan? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So we're sitting there, and he says, don't worry about it. I got it. We'll cover the rest. Sometimes people that came before you who you don't even know. I never met my grandfather because he passed a long time ago. I was blessed on behalf of his name alone. Blessed on behalf of his name alone to be able to bury his son in the way I wanted to, without having to do certain things. Fast forward, I used all my money for this. When I tell you God has shown out, that was 3 years ago. Just this February, I was laid off. And look, I was all worried about, Lord, where's my money? Where I'm gonna get it from? Help me. And I have really been, I ain't even gonna hold you, I was kind of like paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. Well, February this year, 2026, I was laid off and I got a severance. When I tell you what may look like a failure, what may feel like a failure, the blessings are in the storms. There's a blessing in the storm. Help me. Let me tell you something. Child, they laid me off, which I hated that job anyway, but it is what it is. They laid me off, and I got that severance. The severance was almost to the penny what I had in my savings before all the stuff of my father happened. The severance was almost everything I lost in 2023. Not only that, because I'm a financially set. Well, I'm gonna say this: I'm frugal. I'm frugal, so I'm a frugal girl. But it was also tax time, and I like overpay on my taxes so that when tax time comes, I'm not surprised. So I overpay. Tax time came. That same HVAC system that I told you about in part 1, that same HVAC system was paid off 3 months before the financing was gonna come due. Paid off from that severance. You hear me? Savings restored. So when you see me on trips and you think I got it like that, I ain't got it like that. God bless me like that. God bless me. When you see me out having fun, I ain't got it like that. God bless me like that. God did his big one on my behalf. God bless me. Even in a low moment of being laid off. And then, some of y'all know the story. When I was told I was going to be laid off, I text my friends. Hey, about to be laid off. If you know anything, let me know. One of my friends from TikTok, Dom, she was like, I know you do coaching. I know you're a career coach. We have an opening. I had a job before I even ended the job that I was on, because God don't play about me. God does not play about me. Okay. So again, God will give you double for your trouble. Don't compare your life to nobody else's. Don't think you're supposed to be somewhere else. You are where you are. Find the lesson in today. Find the blessing in the storm. Stick with God, and He'll take you far. That's that.